down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington Commanders.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Run!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Play action. It's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That's good for 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patrick, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Patrick, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
12, 59, 59.
Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's caught left side by Judy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here into the hands of Moore.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Hunter.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
6-0 our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett. Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll run it with Hunter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
This is Hunter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
That's the score. Steelers 7, Commanders 6. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Off play action, Pickett. He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Let's go.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Now Pickett. A short one there to Fairview. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Hunter. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Pickett. Open man. He completes it to Judy. It's a pickup of 17 there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. It's caught right side. It turns. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We have one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
On first down, it's Hunter. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down now, it's Patrick. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's finally taken down when the number 4 reaches the 14. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Field goal unit and Gfssl now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll run on first down. Hunter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Hunter, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunter, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Pickett. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Pickett's pass. Complete to Jerry Judy. He's the gain of 19. It's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate, Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on second and long. Pickett. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerry Jeudy. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Commanders 9. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free-possession game.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Patrick. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Washington. Luke Musgrave, 28 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Slide for the PAT.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Pickett. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, it's Hunter. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready, run! Baylor tight.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now he's able to bring through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Pickett sets up play action. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From his own end zone, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Go. Ray.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And this is going to be a Commanders first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Play action. It's Herbert. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Turner. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Baylor tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Patrick. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patrick, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Herbert. Caught by Turner.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Oh, design run for their wideout.
This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Now Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed listing that it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Set.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Herbert. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Herbert to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they steal.